Hey, this is Mark, markgps.com. Today I'm going to take you on a tour of a one-bedroom, one-bath unit over at the Caballeros Estates. This is 280 South Avenida Caballeros, number 271. The putting green area there, that's part of this particular unit. You're on the second floor above parking. Parking is directly down below you. And what you have is this sort of walkway that connects all these areas where people have their homes here. And then if you go down and to the right, there's going to be the main pool, and down to the left is going to be one of the secondary pools. Anyhow, these units are 2 stories in most areas. This particular unit, number 271, is 1 story as far as the bedroom's concerned. Where this double sliding door is, that's going to be the bedroom for this unit. You can see there is no one above you there. So that's going to be quite nice. And I believe the living room also is going to be the area where that top roof is at an angle. And so no one's going to be above you there. The stairwell here goes down and the parking is to the left. It's the last unit against the wall, so it's going to be in the shade. And let's go in and take a look. Okay, I've stepped inside. We're going to go to the living room first. And thank you to Stacy Torres with Hearthstone Homes allowing me to do this video. It's very helpful for my clients who are out of the area. So I'll go back to that open door. That's where your washer and dryer goes. But first I wanted to give you the living room. So this is that slanted roof that I was just showing you outside. This has had some canister lighting put in. There's a fireplace here. The gas, last I knew, is covered by the HOA. So it's not one of those things that you pay for. You pay for electricity. And I think water is actually included as well. There's a little refrigerator there for beverages. I don't know if it's a wine refrigerator necessarily, but that would be your bar area. And then you have the kitchen. And the kitchen's been redone. This is where the kitchen always is in these units, which is totally fine. So basically somebody has updated the appliances and the cabinets. It's very cute. Looks like it's very nice. You can see that it's got nice windows. So the windows here with the bushes on the other side are looking at another condo complex on the other side. That's Valario. And those are 3-story units. And then the area directly below us is where the cars come in to go to the parking on this side. So I don't really anticipate a lot of noise. This is super cute. There's this little tiny dishwasher by Honeywell, which is great. One of the nice things about these units in general is the amount of outside space, but this one's got a ton of it. So this particular outdoor area, these are original doors. Just opened it up earlier so I could slide out of it easily. This is massive. We're looking south. So as the sun goes over towards the west, you're going to get shade, which is really kind of nice, I think, because it makes it so you don't end up having a lot of extra heat. Somebody lives downstairs from you, and obviously they like privacy, so they put up a bunch of umbrellas. And then you can see that's the gate that you come in and go to your parking. Trash is relatively close by, so you'd be able to get there from the stairs from this unit. So these are the stairs that go down to that. And then the patio on the other side, that's the one off of the kitchen area that goes around to the patio off of the bedroom. So there is a lot of outdoor space here, which is really, really very nice. Okay, well, let's head back in and we'll take a look. Oh, there I am. Hey, Mark, markgps.com. If you've got questions about real estate, I am happy to help you out. Again, slider there that goes around. Let's go to the bedroom and I can kind of show you how that works. There is a ceiling access here. I believe the AC for this unit's going to be in the attic. This door, which opens by itself, it doesn't stay closed, is where your washer and dryer is going to be located for this unit. So you do have an in-unit washer dryer. And then there's a hallway bath. It's not en suite, but it is only 1 bedroom. So you want to make sure it's easy for friends to get to. It has a nice tile in there, and then it has the same kind of cabinetry that was done for the other units. Again, hey, markgps.com. Shower has been updated. It looks like a kind of the same substance as maybe in the kitchen, and it's a big single pane, which is nice. And then it's got the tile on the floor. I think it's quite pleasant. Across the hall is where the bedroom is. I'm going to say this, that door is a little odd because you'll notice it's open. It blocks the door for opening into the house. So I would probably redo this door so that it opens into the room, and then that would make it so you can have both of those open at all times. Anyhow, very tall room, another access to the attic. Again, I think this is all about getting to the AC, which is useful to have that sort of access. Outside, and a whole nother patio. So this patio is going to give you, this is to the north of the unit. So again, you can see the Veloria across the street. The little walkway there to the right is going to go over towards the kitchen. And then as I turn around, you're going to be looking at that central area that goes towards the pools. So you would be able to go out this little gate here to get to that if you want. But this is where you're going to have mountain views in the evening. So you can have sun, you can have shade, you can kind of have a lot of flexibility with this, which is really nice. I will go over to the two pool areas. There are a variety of small pools and large pools that come with this complex. So I will show you one of the small ones and one of the large ones so that you have an idea. And let me pick that up there when we go over to the pool so that you'll get an idea of what that looks like. Okay, so all the way down and on the right is where the patio is for 271. That's where we were. So I'm now turning north, which would have been when we were down there. I said, oh, if you go to the right, you go to the large pool. We're turning towards my left, but the right back then. And I'm just gonna walk you over to the stairs that take you to this pool area so that you can see how that works. This is also where they have the main, like directly across where you see the door up those stairs. That's going to be where everybody can congregate if they're doing any sort of HOA meeting. This is really nice. I've always thought this is very resort oriented. Behind the little planting area with the trees, that's where the large hot tub is located. And then the promenade that goes down goes to another pool that's over on the other end. So all these units, which have patios, just like the upper patios are just like the one that the unit that I'm showing you has. These all look down on this central area. So it is very, very pleasant. All right, one more video for you. And this one's going to locate a second pool, a third one actually. But this is the gate that I had mentioned when area that is the closest, but there are a variety of small pools throughout this entire complex. All right, there you go. This is Mark, markgps.com.